I wanted it to look classy, so I thought an all black start, and then it comes up with a nice writing saying champagne. Now we're gonna fade into a hill where the rabbit family live. There's a little bird there getting about in the sky, and we zoom into the bud and we can see Mrs. Bunny, Mama Bunny even, suckling a young. And then a few couple of days later, a little one comes out of the hole, and he has a little wander about, enjoys the sun, enjoys the sky. A little butterfly comes and lands on Master Bunny's head, and Master Bunny enjoys it, and you're gonna notice he's happy there, but he sneezes, innit? The butterfly goes away, and Master Bunny gets upset and he cries and cries, but the butterfly notices, innit, 'cause he's only a baby, so he comes back and just cheers him up. Now all the other little bunnies now have gone away after 4 months, as they do in real life, but a hawk's come and killed one of them. Now Master Bunny's met Miss Bunny, and this is where they've consummated the marriage and they've become Mr. and Mrs. Bunny. And it's all consensual regardless of what them eyes tell you. But I mean, I don't know if there's much in it for her here, I'll be honest with you. I don't know, it looks like a belly button, I'm aware of this, but it gets the point across, they're having it away, they're getting their end away, but she reciprocates, so she's enjoyed herself, but he wants a bit more, he's after a bit more, but you can see he clearly loves her, because he's bringing her some straw for the bed, and she's not having to move because she's up the duff, and he brings her a bit more straw and takes out some of the old straw. And he's on his way back now to the farmer's field to go and collect some more for her, and to get a bit of alone time. But there's some nutter waiting behind a tree, you can tell he's a nutter, his eyes are a bit too close together and a bit too far to the left, and he's got some weird 90s haircut, and he's smiling at a rabbit, so you've got a good idea that he's a bit fucking mental. And that's a net in his hands there, he's got a net, and he's going to chase the rabbit, and he captures Mr. Bunny, and Mr. Bunny's not, obviously he's not very happy, he's not going to be around to look after the little ones, and he knows how that feels, because his dad wasn't about either for him when he was a kid. But, here we go, he's getting shown love, probably the same amount of love, to be honest, that he was showing Mrs. Bunny, look, I don't know if he's happy or angry, I'm never too good with emotions, but it's probably the same amount of love he showed Mrs. Bunny. A little love hearts, all's good. Now he drives him home, and wild rabbits tend to stink, so he opens his window to let a bit of air in on his hot day. Now I come into his kitchen, and he's got a kettle on, he's going to have a brew. Priorities and all that, and the kettle's boiled away, the oven's on, the sink's filling up. Mrs. Bunny's giving birth to all the babies, but Mr. Bunny's nowhere to be seen, so she's a bit worried. That sink's filling up nicely, mate, the swing's blowing in the distance, but he's dropped the box, and well, Mr. Bunny's alright though, so you've not got to worry about that. He fucks the box off, and he gives him another cuddle, a little snuggle, and the rabbit looks a bit shocked and a bit, startled. The guy looks pissed off. We don't know what he's pissed off at though. The rabbit now is fair to say he's fucking terrified. He can see what's to come. Now he's holding him here. He's got hold of him by the scuff of the neck and by what looks like the ball sack. So the rabbit's somewhat in shock. But now he's drowning him. He's drowning him in his kitchen sink. That's a lot of bubbles there. There's an awful amount of bubbles. I don't know if a rabbit would make this amount of bubbles. I presume it would though. The guy's happy now. He's settled. He's good for the night. And the bubbles though is why I've decided to call it champagne.